So 1-0 win, 2-0 on aggregate, and we move on to the next round. But if you can find a way to make that match interesting for me, then you are a godsend. But Cameron, first off though, that mustache, my God, you're having full on Rocco Rios Novo vibes. I mean, did you just grow it this past week? What happened? How did this come about?
Yeah, man, I had the full beard and shaved it off before the match. Also kind of tightened up the sides and left the top pretty long. So I'm kind of trying to rock the mullet for the Orlando match coming up.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Truly amazing.
Just felt festive today. I don't know.
Super duper festive, but yes, it's a festive mood because we have moved on. What are your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like breaking it down half by half. To be honest, I really enjoyed watching this match. I mean, it's the first time we've gotten to see 11 players under Gabby, really go at a team and go toe-to-toe with the team for a full 90 minutes. Especially, last game, we only really got to see it for the first half. I think the keeper stepping in did great. I definitely thought in the first half there were some times where we kind of missed having a vocal leader like Guzan back there. In the goal, there were definitely a couple occasions where service came in and we looked really disorganized, especially on the back post. So, I mean, I just think that, we have a really great goalkeeper, Rocco Rios Novos, but, Brad Guzan's the captain of the team for a reason. He's one of the most vocal players on the field. And I really think he helps just keep the back line tight. I was really impressed to see us in the first half winning second balls. We had tons of energy in the midfield, even though Ibarra got brought off in the second half. And, there were times where he was rough around the edges, I guess you could say. Like, his work rate was fantastic. It's really great to see him and, just the youth that we have in the midfield now, working hard. I thought Barco looked great this game. Tracking back and playing really direct when he had the ball in the first half. There was a time where he was the guy who cleared the ball off of our own goal line. Like, he was all the way back in the defensive third of the pitch, working until the very end of the game. Created 2 or 3 dangerous free kicks in the first half and really dangerous areas. And with him and with the guys we've got in the attacking third right now, we look really exciting and dynamic on the counterattack. Sosa, class as usual. Like, I feel like this is just going to be a thing that we talk about every match from now on.
Hopefully he can stay healthy.
Yeah, he's just...
Because,
I mean, but dude, the guy's a warrior. Like, he wins he won, I don't think I know a time during the game in the attacking third on crosses where he's, going at goal, or defensively where he lost header in the air once. Like, he might have overtaken Miles Robinson as the guy to, like, win those aerial duels on our team. And, adding on to, I mean, normally in a match like this, around the 75th, 80th minute, in my head, I'm thinking, like, we need to bring on a defensive midfielder now. Like, we're trying to hold on here. Like, we didn't have to do that because Sosa just, he can give it for 90 minutes. And I thought that was great. I mean, I think the final pass in the attacking third is not really there yet this early in the season, and that's kind of to be expected. So, I mean, yeah, it'd be great to score more goals, but when you're looking at the underlying, the way we're playing, like, it's really good. I'm really positive. I couldn't stand listening to Alexi Lalas on commentary for the whole match. But yeah, Josef coming in 65 minutes, healthy. He didn't look like peak Josef, but like, it's his first start in a year, and I was just happy to see him out there moving around and looking somewhat dangerous and connecting with players. It's going to take time, but he's going to ease back into it.
Yeah, and he captained the side, and definitely with that, obviously you were talking about Guzan, maybe we were lacking a vocal leader. How'd you think he did in terms of, in those 65 minutes? Like, you mentioned a little bit How do you think he can build on this to, maybe on Saturday against Orlando City to maybe be more effective?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that just getting more chemistry with the players on the team on when that ball is coming. For example, on the snap, Jurgen Damm had a really good delivery in between the two center backs, and he was just like a step or two off in a position where, in 2017, 2018, 2019 Joseph form, he would have put that away. Mm-hmm. I think too that I just think it's going to come with time. I don't really think there's anything else to say about it. I mean, mentally he's still there. You can tell that check the ball where he doesn't know, or like he's indecisive about whether he's going to turn the guy or hold him up. But in general, I just think that like if he gets in the right positions and we keep creating opportunities, he's going to start scoring. And then once he does, he's off to the races.
Yeah. And speaking of off to the races, Jurgen Damm gets on the score sheet, coming on as a second half sub. What'd you make of his performance tonight? A little bit of mixed bag, perhaps.
Yeah. I mean, like, he had a shot where he kind of chopped the ball into his left foot and didn't have enough power behind it. It's just not a strong foot. I like the fact that he's got the the ambition to play direct and take people on. It's not always going to work out, but his strength for our team is going to be that ball in behind to the end line. And I think that as the players around him start realizing that that's kind of his strength, I think he's going to get that service more and be able to kind of get behind teams. I mean, he led the team in assists last year with 4 assists. So I mean, we're coming from pretty bad off right now. In terms of his goal, I don't know if Barco meant to pass to him or if he was just trying to get around the goal. But either way, you got to reward him for making the run and being in the right spot.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, that is another example of how Barco was everywhere tonight and ends up, assisting our.
Barco was absolute class tonight. He drew penalties. He was all over the field. Another guy, in addition to the obligatory Sosa reference, which is probably going to come he's so quality. It's going to continue to come every match. But kind of an unsung hero tonight was Emerson Hyndman. When Ibarra got brought off and Damm got brought on, Emerson Hyndman's role completely changed. He went from being a box-to-box player to kind of pairing alongside of Sosa and playing it. And we were asking a lot more of him defensively. And he worked his ass off tonight, running up and down the pitch. Positionally very aware. It wasn't super sexy, but I liked the versatility I saw in him, and I liked seeing him work the whole 90 minutes because Gabby's system requires a lot of energy. You can't just players looked tired. I'd say around the 65th minute, you could see it. The players starting to get tired. When you're pressing without the ball, it'll wear you out, especially when you've only got one real game so far under your belt.
Indeed. Another player that returned into the starting lineup was Marcelino Moreno. Maybe also a little bit of a mixed bag. He had a shot on goal, I think, in the second half. But what did you think of his return after the suspension in the first leg?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't with the team when we were in Costa Rica. I think he's got quality. I liked seeing him kind of when we made some changes later in the game, dropping into a little bit more of a defensive role as well, to kind of help us preserve the clean sheet. That goal that he kind of had an opportunity on in the second half, in the 52nd minute or something, where Sosa wins a 50 and we kind of get out on the break and he gets in space. I mean, he was very close there to scoring. I mean, you can tell that he's got quality. It's his first match, really. It's his first meaningful minutes in a really long time. I was happy to see him out there. I wouldn't say he was a 10 out of 10 performance, but I didn't think it was awful.
Yeah. And so, yeah, 2 of 2 so far in the Gabriel Heinze reign. So we do move on to the next round. But
Philadelphia Union, we're coming for you.
oh,
I'm not even like, we know that's what's gonna happen. Like, we're coming for Philly. Dupe on that. Let's go.
Oh boy, I like that. I like that. We might as well end it there. I like the energy, but appreciate it so much.
No, but after Philly, we've got Club America, so it's not over yet.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
This tournament, like, I'm feeling good. I'm happy that we got that win at the end of the match, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. We won. We played it. We tried to take the game to our opponent the entire match.
Yeah,
there were times risky and we were exposed, but like, that's what our fan base wants. We want to play exciting soccer, and I felt like we were trying. The only thing we're missing right now is just that last touch, that last pass in the final third, and it's not expected that a team's going to have that 2 games into the year.
Yes, well said. Definitely agreed with all of that. But yes, Cameron, thank you so much. We'll speak with you soon.